Hey guys, it is me, OctaCannon, and I'm bringing you the 7th week of Theme Team Thursdays. And this is actually the second time I record that because I fucked up the last recording. So that is great. And that was a pretty cool session, so I hope this is going to be a great session as well. I had some problems with finding a theme this week. I thought about doing the butterflies and the moths, but they were just too fucking bad. I couldn't win a single game with them in tryouts, and yeah, I just didn't want to show you that because it was awful. So I took some time to think of another theme, and then I got something that I think will be pretty interesting. I have a full team of Pokemon that can switch their forms. So I'm just going into it. So here is Zoroark. Jutsu the Zoroark with a Life Orb, Sucker Punch, Low Kick, Aerial Ace, and Sword Stance, 252 speed, 252 attack, and a Jolly Nature, so that I can outspeed things. Yeah, Low Kick for stuff like Tyranitar and Heatran, and Aerial Ace for fighting types and Venusaur, and Sucker Punch for stab, because Sucker Punch is good. And Knockoff is good as well, but I just didn't have enough space for that. So I hope I won't miss it too much, but I really think that I can sweep at least a bit with that thing, because I disguised that as another Mon and he thinks that he needs to switch out, or I don't know, attack it with a psychic type move, I don't know for whatever reason, but yeah, so I can set up a sword stance and then start a sweep. I hope so at least. And yeah, this is in the team because it can be anything on my team, so that is great. The second one is Morchery the Cherrim with a Heatrock Flower Gift, of course, because it has no other good ability. And yeah, this is here because it changes its form when it's in the sun. Then it blooms, I think that's the right word, and it's a beautiful flower thing. So that's cool. It doesn't do anything, I think. Only Flower Gift does do something. And yeah, it and allies attacks, yeah. But that really doesn't matter that much. Special defense is kind of good, but nothing else, I guess. And yeah, of course, I have the Sunny Day, the Weather Ball, because it's ridiculously strong in the sun, and the Solar Beam for stab and stuff, and Hidden Power Ground for Heatran. Seriously, that thing is a threat. And here we have 252 speed, 252 special attack with a timid nature. I'm hoping that this works. I am not really a big fan of Cherry. Let's see how it does. And here is Who Am I, the Choice Scarf Ditto with Transform Imposter, of course. 252 HP because this is like the only stat that is useful in any way. And 252 in speed with a naive nature. I just did that because if for some reason, I don't know if there could be one, I don't get my imposter off, I can then use Transform very quickly. Don't know if that will be mattering at any point. We go on to Kahalman the cast form with a Damp Rock. So here we have the Rain Dance with Weather Ball, Thunder, Hurricane. Thunder and Hurricane don't miss. Weather Ball strong in the weather, of course. So that is kind of cool because I only need to put one weather on that thing. Because if I want the sun, I set it up with Morchery and then go into Kalman and get with a Fire Weather Ball. So that's cool, but I can't use Thunder and Hurricane then, of course. So I have 252 special attack, 252 HP with a modest nature. The 4 speed, because this thing is very good against stuff like Skarmory, anyways, and with the 4 speed I can outspeed a Skarmory that is not speed invested. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Morchery and Kahalman probably could work together, I guess. Not the best thing, of course, because only one attack from each mon, which is the Weather Ball, is working with the other weather. Solar Beam is useless in the rain, and Thunder and Hurricane is useless in the sun. So let's see how that works. I really like Cast Form because it can be different stuff. Here I can get two other forms, which is the Fire form and the Water form, and I really like that idea, but the stats are just so bad. So let's see how it does. Here we have Willow, the Mellow Weather. It has Serene Grace, of course, with the Assault Vest, because as you may see, this can be pretty bulky, and that works really good. I have 252 in speed with a naive nature, because I think because I have the Assault Vest, I don't have that much of a problem with losing some of my special defense. Then I have 200 in special attack and 56 in attack. There's no deeper thought behind that. I just thought that would be cool and I did it. So yeah, because actually, of course, this is like a mixed set, because the normal form, I don't know, the normal form of Meloetta is very good, especially offensive, and the pure red form is pretty good, physically offensive, and is even faster, so that is really cool. So Relic Song to change forms for normal step, Psychic for the Psychic step, of course, in the other form, Close Combat for the Fighting step in the pure red form, and Knockoff because it's Knockoff, and it's another good move that can hit very hard if I'm in the pure red form. So yeah, I'm hoping for some special D drops and sleepings with my moves. And yeah, let's get to the last one, which is an extremely interesting set. We have Keep Calm, the Zen mode Diamanitan. So for those who don't know that, I guess there are a lot, because that set is never used in any way. If Diamanitan gets on half HP or lower, it at the end of the turn it switches into the Zen mode. That actually makes it so it switches its attack and special attack stat, and also gets extremely slow. So it's like 55 speed, but it's really cool. It looks so cool. So I have a substitute flame charge set with Psychic and Grass Knot as my moves to hit stuff. I have Grass Knot now. Probably I will need the Hidden Power Ice, which I had on that, but I didn't need it that much, so yeah, we'll see. If I see 2 Dragon Knights in the first 2 battles, I will change that. So, I don't care. And yeah, the substitute to get to that 50% so that I get my mode up, the Flame Charge, so that I can be faster, because I'm so fucking slow in the Zen mode. Yeah, Psychic for Step, because I get Fire Psychic in the Zen mode. So, Grass Knot for coverage, Select Berry. If I get below 25%, then I'm getting another speed boost. So I hope that works. I'll just go right into the first battle. So, Grass Knot is a bit better because of Jellicent. I wouldn't need a Hidden Power Ice there, so that's good. So what would he like to do? Probably he would like to lead off with Beedrill or this thing. Probopass, yeah, right. So I'm leading off with Jutsu and disguise it as Willow. So that didn't work that well. Ah man, that probably would really like to burn me. And I really don't want to get burned. So what do I do here? I guess I'm just... Oh man, I'm going into Mortuary. Toxic. So yeah, but still, that's the the reason why having Sucker Punch over Knockoff is not so good. But anyways, yeah, I was so close to predicting that. But here he definitely protects because he can't live a Weather Ball. Oh my god, why would he do that? There's no reason. Is he not Mega? He's not Mega. He is. What is going on? Huh? Why I would have killed him with the Weather Ball. I don't know what that... I really don't know what that was. I'm a bit shocked that he just attacked me. I mean, maybe he predicted me to switch out, so if he did that, well played. So do I need this thing still? I guess I don't need it that much. I think I can go for a low kick and do some oh my god, that thing weighs nothing. Maybe I should have looked that up before. Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed then. But I'm not. Because he still sets up. He can do that. I have something that can work very good with setup stuff. So now I'm switching out. If he attacks me now, great, okay. So I can get a weather ball off on that, which should do a lot of damage. And it does some good damage. Yeah. Now he attacks me, don't really know why. But at this point, I just go into my own little dunce bars that has set up here. And I'm going for the body slam. And I get the para. And he doesn't get the para. And he doesn't switch out. Okay, good. I of course I can sweep now, but I got rid of that thing, and I really don't know why he would bring that thing in if he can just go into jealous and huh. I'm really not sure what he is doing. I cannot speed that thing. Maybe. No, I'm not. But what is going on? Why doesn't he go into Jellicent? I know he forfeits. Okay. Yeah. We pretty much got that win gifted, because if he would have gone into Jellicent, I wouldn't have killed even one thing. So and now there's the Gliscor. Okay. I'm actually thinking he leads with the Gliscor, so I'm leading with a OctaCannon to get my rain up and then attack it. And yeah, look what I can do. Let's see what he does. So we got a win. That is great. This is cool. So Roserade. Roserade can lift a hurricane of me, but why should I not go for it? That's damage. And oh my god, that was a nice crit. Holy shit. That's one threat out of the way. And now I just rain dance. Huh. What does he do? I mean, I can try to confuse him. That would not be a bad idea. Now he's cursing. Do I have something against curse lags? I mean, I can still just low kick that thing, I guess. It will still do a lot. 120 power. Oh my god, it does not as much as I thought. But, ha! The illusion actually did something! Great. Yeah, but I can get a low kick off here. Probably will just rest, I guess. Would be pretty smart of him to do. No, he doesn't. That is very good for me. Because here comes Ditto. Immunity. Hi, my poison gets cured. That was, oh my god, I'm such a good player. Now I'm going for the crunch because that hits anything on his team. I hope I can kill that with it. If I don't, yes. Here, I don't know if the crit mattered, but that's great. I take that thing out. And he disconnects. Oh, I'm getting anyone to leave. So I'm sorry, I have to pause that for a short time, and I will be back soon. So stay tuned for that. Hey guys, I'm back. And as you see, he forfeited, so we are 2-0 in this session, which is great. And I'll just search for the next battle. So we actually see a sand team here, which is pretty interesting. So I think I want to lead off with Jutsu, and will go for Willow as my last mon, so that if he brings in the Tita, I can low kick it, but that actually didn't work, and I can do nothing to guard jump.
So I have to switch out and like my least useful mon at this point, which is probably Kachelmann here. He goes for Stealth Rock. He two-shots me, so I'm thinking I'm just going to go for the Hurricane here. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay. Oh, he Dragon Tails me out, yeah. I was wondering why he was faster. So at this point I go for the Dragon Tail, I guess, to get him out, because I'm faster. And yeah, it's okay if he brings something in that is not the Togekiss, and he brings in the Togekiss, which is a pretty good play on his part, so I have to switch out, go into Kachelmann again. And yeah, here we see the Dazzling Gleam, yeah. I'll just sack this off here. Maybe I can be faster, but I am not faster. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what I do. I go into Willow now. And I'm just going for the Psychic to maybe get a Spidef drop or something. And of course I get Thunder Waved. That is great. Yeah, and now I'm just going for another Psychic, I guess. Oh no, I'm going for the Relic Song because I want to get it to sleep, because I can't do anything at this point anyways. Because of course I'm getting parried. And now I'm getting parried again. And then you may see it here. Yeah, of course I get flinched. I am actually post commenting this because I did record this, but I muted my mic, so that is great. This week was just uh, so much problems. But anyways, I'm going into Keep Calm here. Go for the substitute to get my Zen mode up. Maybe I can kill it here with a Psychic. Let's see if I can. He breaks my sub. I go for the Psychic. I don't kill it, and now I'm of course slower. So yeah, I get taken out. The crit obviously didn't matter. Now I have to bring in Jutsu. Yeah, he sees that it is this, but what to do? So I'm going for the Sucker Punch here because he probably will attack, but he doesn't. He just switches into Tita, which is pretty interesting. He probably doesn't expect me to have low kick here because I'm just sending this thing to hell. At least he got a send up though for the really dangerous Stoutland, which comes in here. I'm just going for the Sucker Punch to get some damage off at least. And yeah, he's obviously faster. I can't do anything. And this is some good damage though. Now he kills me with a return. And here I'm going into the Ditto because I get a Sandrush Stoutland now as well. And yeah, this is... I cannot predict what he does here. He could go into so many things. So I'm just deciding to go for the return because that hits the best because it's stab. He sacks off his Garchomp, but it's, I guess, pretty good middle ground play to see what I lock myself into because it's pretty obvious that I'm scuffed. Now I pretty much have to switch out. And yeah. I can't do a whole lot against this Metagross here. So I'm going for the sunny day, but he takes me out with an Ice Punch. No chance for me. Now I have to see what I do. I can lock myself only into one move. I can't go for the Earthquake. And now I feel like predicting the Togekiss to come in because he thinks I'm going for the Earthquake. But doesn't matter. If I would have hit it, it wouldn't have made a difference. But now I'm going to the next battle. This is another Sand team here. So this is probably going to be a very interesting battle. I know it is a very interesting battle. The next two battles are really great. So I'm really sorry that you can't hear me flipping out on both of these battles because they were so awesome. Actually, I'm leading off with the Ditto here to see what he starts with. Yeah. He shows this, and at this point I'm thinking, yeah, it's either Life Orbed or like Assault Vest. And I'm thinking, I just go for the knockoff here. If he stays in, that's okay because I get an item away. If he switches out, that's great as well. I didn't want to go for the Hurricane because he's Assault Vested, it won't do enough. And if he switches out into like Zapdos, it's pretty bad as well. And if I go for the U-turn and he stays in, then he can maybe go for the U-turn and get advantage. So that was all of these things I didn't really want to happen. So at this point I'm switching out. I'm deciding on what is maybe the most useless, but yeah, I'm going into Kachelmann I don't see him do a whole lot. And yeah, he volt switches out, does some pretty good damage. I think that this is fully physically defensive Zapdos though, because this knockoff just did nothing. And at this point I'm deciding just go for the Thunder to get some damage off, maybe if I live a Hurricane, but he actually misses that Hurricane. So that's great, I get the Thunder off and I actually get the Paralyze here, which is huge. And I'm going for the Thunder again because that can't be so bad. Yeah, he switches into Clefable though, I miss, not that big of a deal. I'm actually going for the Rain Dance now to see what he does. As he goes for the Heal Bell. And at this point I'm going for the Weather Ball because this does the most damage, but he predicts that and switches into Hippo to get the rain away. So the Weather Ball does nothing. And at this point I think, why should I not go for another Rain Dance? I'm thinking he goes for the rocks here. Yeah, and that's what he does. I want to go for the Weather Ball, but I actually predict him here to switch out into his Slowbro, which is why I go for the Thunder, and I hit that thing very hard. And he knows I can take the thing out here. So I don't think he's staying in. I predict him to go into Hippowdon again, so I go for another Rain Dance to get the rain back up. And that is, again, exactly what he does. At this point I'm predicting very well. I didn't even think that Cast Form would do a whole lot against this team, but it was actually pretty useful. So here the Weather Ball, I just wanted to go for the Weather Ball that time, and that does some pretty good damage to that, to that Tornadus. And yeah, at this point I decided what is the most useless Pokemon, and I realized that Morcherie just does nothing to this team. It does pretty much nothing to every team, so that thing is pretty bad. But yeah, so I sacked that thing off, go into Ditto because that is my Tornado switch. Pretty much my check, because I got the Regenerator as well, so I don't care what he does. And yeah, he switches out again. I go for the U-turn this time, because I was once again predicting him to switch out. And yeah, now I'm going into Willow, because I thought that thing could do something. So I'm going for the Relic Song to maybe put it to sleep, to do some damage. And I do some pretty good damage. He volt switches, not a huge deal. So I'm guessing he goes out into Tornadus now. And yeah, that's exactly what he does, because why wouldn't he? He can just go for Hurricane right here. But I am faster, so I think I could maybe put him to sleep. But I don't. But of course I get into my psychic form, so I don't get killed off by the Hurricane. But I forgot that I was slower in my normal form, so he takes me out with another one. But that's okay. At this point I'm bringing Ditto back in because I have no reason not to. And I'm actually predicting him to stay in this time, so I'm going for the Hurricane. And I can also hit everything really hard because it doesn't miss, because it's not in the rain. Because it is in the rain, sorry. And yeah, you will actually see what he does in a short time. I think he goes into Zapdos, but I don't want to spoil anything, which I actually did just now, but doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, he actually stays in, sorry. So I really... yeah, that's the turn where he knocks off my Choice Scarf. Pretty unfortunate, but I can still win speed ties and I can switch up my moves, which can be pretty useful. So at this point I'm going for another Hurricane because it could knock that thing out, maybe. But he switches out into Zapdos. I do 24% and I confuse him. So I'm pretty sure that I can take him out if I hit another Hurricane. And yeah, it doesn't knock him out, because sadly I got a low roll and he gets through the confusion and roosts, so at this point I have to switch out, doesn't do anything. But I get the Regenerator then back, of course, so that's great. At this point I'm going into Keep Calm to get my Zen mode up, maybe if he attacks me, but then he gets confused, so I'm just going for the Flame Charge here to get my speed up, to maybe get at least some kills with this thing, as he actually goes into Slowbro. So I get my speed boost, which is great. That means I'm pretty much outspeeding the thing. I think I outspeed it anyways if I'm getting into Zen mode, of course. So now I'm going for the substitute because I'm of course faster. And if he breaks my sub, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. My substitute fades, but I'm in the Zen mode and I go for another substitute to get my Select Berry activated so that I can outspeed everything on his team. Apart from like the Sandrush Excadrill if it's coming in on the sand. But he destroys my substitute now. He doesn't think I can do anything, but I actually packed the grass knot, so I'm really glad I did not take the hidden power ice there, and I take the outfit out. Yeah. And so now I at least can get a hit off on something, I guess. But that thing is actually faster. And it's not. Sorry. Yeah, I said that only Sandrush, not Diamantine Sandrush, Excadrill cannot speed me. But yeah, the knockoff kills me, but I got some good damage off, and now I'm just going for a Hurricane right here because that could take him out. Because 34% was what it did the last time. But yeah, he swapped out, didn't want to risk anything into this thing. And I don't know, I really don't know why, because he knows his set. He knows that I have the grass knot. I don't know why he brought that thing in, but it worked for me. So now I can go on. Yeah, and in comes the Touch My Tralala, which is a problem. So at this point I'm switching out into cast form to sack it off. Because Ditto can still be useful, of course, because it's Ditto. And if he tries to start a sweep, I can maybe do something with that. At this point, he writes GG. Looks like that could be true. But I need to pop the air balloon so that my Ditto can hit it with an Earthquake of himself, which I guess he has. So I hit the Sucker Punch, get rid of the air balloon, which is huge. He kills me with an Earthquake, so I know he has Earthquake, which is very good for me. I bring in Ditto here. I'm still in the sand, so this is a speed time. I think if I win this, I pretty much win the game. If I lose this, of course I have lost. So this is the thing that matters here. Do I win the speed time or do I not? And he still thinks what he wants to do. I don't really know why. Because what he pretty much has to go for the Earthquake right here. And I go for the Earthquake first and take that thing out, which is great. So I won that speed tie. That is pretty good. I outspeed everything at the moment because I still have 2 Sandstorm turns left. I can just destroy Clefable with an Iron Head, which is great. So I think at this point he does the right thing to sack off his Clefable and then his Zapdos, so that his Tornadus cannot speed me when the Sandstorm is away. I think I have to go for the Rock Slide because this thing is physically defensive and I am not sure if Iron Head takes it out, so I don't want to risk anything. And here's the point where it gets crazy. It gets really crazy. I'm not faster, he Hurricanes me, and I get confused, and I break through and kill him. Though, if I had hit myself, I probably would have killed myself because of the attack boost, and if not, he would have taken me out with like any attack. So that was a great battle. He says nice speed tie, cause he's a bit salty, but 2 times is not right. I actually don't know where a second speed tie would have been. I'm really not sure that if there was a second speed tie anywhere. Really don't know. But doesn't matter. Here we have the next team. And this is our last battle. We are 3-1 at the moment, so maybe we can get a 4th win here. This is also a very good battle. I actually expect him to lead with Skarmory, and Castform is great against Skarmory. He sets up his rocks, I set up the rain, and I can just go for a Weather Bell because that does damage. That does the most damage, actually, of all my moves, to anything. So, I hit the Thunderous, I sadly don't kill it, but I think I can live an attack from this thing, and then I kill it with a Thunder. Or with a Weather Ball. Weather Ball is better, of course. But, of course, I do not live that Thunderbolt from a Life Orb Thunderous. I don't know what I thought there. I thought that I had, like, max HP investments, but I forgot how useless Castform could be. And how bad the stats of Castform are. So, I bring in Ditto because everything else gets pranked the Thunder Waved, and I really don't want that. So I'm bringing that thing in to revenge kill and then probably get out again. But a Thunderbolt can hit everything decently hard. So I take the Thunders out, which is great, that's a huge threat. Now my mons cannot get Prankster T-Waved again. Not again, but they cannot get Prankster T-Waved. So he brings in Kieran Black, and I don't want that thing to kill me. So I'm switching out into Morcherie, which I think is the most useless mon on my team, like, all the time. And he goes for a Rock Slide and just straight up kills me, which leads me to think that he's a bandit set, but I'm not sure, I didn't calculate or something. But yeah, the set looks, of course, like a locked-in Kiram. So I go for the Iron Head because I think that's super effective against Kiram. That also hits the Hooper decently well, the Conkeldurr, and if he predicts me to go for the Outrage, I can go for the Iron Head and kill the incoming Diancie. And yeah, now he brings in Conkeldurr, I can do nothing. I actually thought I maybe could have lived like a Drain Punch, but no, I didn't. So I'm now my plan is to bring in Jutsu and let him think this is like a Life Orb or Spec Psyshock Mellow Weather, so that I can go for the Sword Stance and Sweep. I hope that will work, but I forgot one thing, and that is Skarmory. I cannot do anything to Skarmory, so I'm just going for a low kick right here to get some damage off. Because I actually didn't expect him to go for the Brave Bird here. But he actually did. I really expect him to just whirlwind me out or something, but he goes on the offensive. And here I make a pretty big misplay in going for the Relic Song, so that his Brave Bird is super effective. I really don't think that was a good idea. Should have gone for the Psychic, because I think he would take him out then as well. And if not, I could have taken him out with the next attack, and I maybe could have lived any attack from something that is slower, of course, and then I would be in the other form and Conkeldurr would not have been super effective against me, and I could hit it with the Stab Psychic and something. Yeah, I think that wasn't a good idea. But I'm now going for the Relic Song to maybe put it to sleep, but of course he has the Mach Punch. I totally expected that, so... But at this point I think that his own Conkeldurr has a pretty good matchup against his team, so I'm just going for the Drain Punch here to get good damage off on anything. And he brings in the Hooper here, and I go for the Drain Punch and I get a crit and one-shot that thing, which is great because I have full health again. So now I actually think I have a chance of winning here, and I'm going for a Drain Punch again. So this does not to KO him if he goes for a Drain Punch himself, and it doesn't. So I'm going for a Drain Punch again. Maybe if I get a crit, I win. I don't get a crit. Maybe I can live it if it's like a low roll, but I don't live it. So if I could have killed that thing, I think I would have won that battle, because I really expect his Kiram to be a Choice Bandit, because that Rock Slide did so much to my Cherim. But of course I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But yeah, that was our last battle. We are 3-2 now. I think that was a really great session. I'm really glad that was a great session, because the first session that I did was very good as well, and then I didn't record it. So, and this one is great as well, even though I had to post-comment that last thing. But I think that's okay, even though those were like the two best battles at the end, which I had a lot of emotions. But anyways, I think that was good. Yeah, sorry for all those fails, but I think you can handle that. And yeah, I enjoyed it very much, a lot more than last week, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to me and follow me on Pokemon Amino if you want to see more. And I hope that we get a cool theme for next week as well. So if you have like an idea, write in the comments or something. So next week is gonna be great, and stay tuned for that. Bye.